Game 2 has now arrived as Invictus Gaming are set to challenge T.O.P. once again, or should it be the other way around? Is the question whether or not IG are challenging their own bar, because again, they're the heavy favorites coming into this matchup. We expect them to take the series over T.O.P. if everything goes according to plan, but Game 2 did not go according to plan.
No, Game 1 did not go.
Or sorry, Game 1, yeah.
I just want to see Invictus Gaming win a clean game according to their win conditions, just once. It has not happened this split so far, and it has shaken my faith in this team. So, you know, we all know they're good players, they know they're good players, but when it comes to playing a team game, we don't really feel that eliteness coming out from Invictus Gaming.
And that synergy could be something that hurts them, as now, like you said at the beginning of Game 1, when they usually have Duke on the roster, they try to play towards that bottom lane. Well, it didn't happen in Game 1. They played towards top lane, towards Duke, and got him heavily snowballed. But now we've got Lucian for Jackie Love as a first pick for IG. That said, though, they do have to give over Swain to T.O.P., and that's a power pick for both Chocho and Korn.
Yeah, but my question here is, how much does Korn actually do play the Swain? Because we really haven't seen him play it that much. And if you're usually first picking it, it does mean that you do have more flexibility in like the counter compositions here. However, T.O.P. are revealing their hand. They're saying, hey, this Swain is for the bot lane. It's 100% for the bot lane. And they're actually giving IG a lot of the picks to the counter picks to go against themselves, which is a worrying trend.
Yeah, that was such a reckless strategy in Game 1 to let IG get counter picked for both of their solo lanes on blue side, but now Rookie locks in Yasuo.
He's stepping up to the challenge. Typically, this is considered a bad matchup for the I'm sorry, it's actually considered a bad matchup for the Aurelia because the Vanguard's edge can be stopped by the wind wall here. And this is the strange thing about T.O.P.'s draft. Usually if you take Swain first on the blue side, you don't reveal your mid laner until the second phase because you can always get that flex pick.
Well, bit of a risky ban pick for T.O.P. now as IG are set to answer. We're still looking at where that Gragas is going to end up going, and the support as well for Baolan. The Shen gets banned away after flash shadow dashing. And on your screen right now, you can see Moyu finally making his way back into professional play for his first time in Summer Split, and his opponent facing across from him is world champion Duke, who is getting camped by Ning. So not exactly the easiest matchup, and now he's got 2 more bans thrown his way.
Yeah, Invictus Gaming are looking to pick up their top laner in the 4th pick. This is why they're banning away so many of Moryu's top laners here, and indeed, they do lock in the game plan. Don't want counter picks coming out from Moryu, which is quite interesting because nobody really knows what Moryu's champion pool is. He has not played in Summer at all, so Invictus Gaming actually willing to sink a lot of those bans just to get Baolan a better matchup in the bot lane.
I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you can camp top lane and win a game, well then just camp top lane again and do the exact same thing as Pyke is picked up for Cat.
Oh, this is great. These are 2 of our best Pyke players in the LPL.
Yeah.
Both Cat and Baolan are really known for this champion, and we have seen Baolan go for the Pyke and Lucian combo to snowball that early game.
Ooh, if this Kled gets locked in for Moyu, it will be his first Kled that he's ever played professionally. And it is locked in. All right, Kled main.
Yep, this is a pretty decent matchup into the game plank. You do have a lot of early kill pressure, and a lot of the times the game planks will have to run Grass of the Undying just to avoid getting run down in lane. So you do kind of slow his power spike as well. That's what I expect to happen into the top lane. But if you look around at the other lanes, I still feel like Invictus Gaming has such a strong early game composition. In terms of the mid jungle, they have the advantage, and in terms of the bottom lane early, that's also the advantage to Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, and I suppose that's what I was about to ask you, is RIG still sticking with this lane kingdom strategy? You mentioned that the Yasuo versus Aurelia is a skill matchup, and it can be a bit difficult for the Yasuo. But we also see the Lucian into Swain. Demon's Hand passing through minions means it's going to be a much faster clear for that Swain, if he's willing to burn the mana, than compared to the Lucian.
Well, typically the Swain actually has very poor stats early on. He has one of the weakest armor stats, so he does fall down to marksman early, and that's why I do give the slight advantage to the Lucian and the Alistar for that lane.
Okay.
But, you know, later game, the problem with Swain is always when you push him in, and then he lands a CC just out of the blue, and then you just die. That's, he has immense kill pressure,
especially
but not
there's
exactly
a pipe right next to him. Able to land the Bone Skewer and then the Phantom Undertow, just to lock someone down for so long. And once they get level 6, it's death from below. You've got plenty of roam potential from our Sejuani, who's able to follow up and land that Glacial Storm. If that is the side that T.O.P. decide to play towards, again, we're looking for more synergy out of T.O.P. as well, if they want to challenge T.O.P., because we did see Moyu on an island in that game 1, and he was the one who had to pay the price for his team's lack of communication. Yeah,
that's why I'm pretty surprised about Invictus Gaming's draft, because usually what they do is that they leave top lane for the last pick.
Yeah.
That's what most teams would usually do, and it worked so well for them game 1. But this game, they're trying to snowball the bot lane. They actually gave the last pick and banned 2 champions themselves where they didn't need to, just to make sure Ballon got his choice of the litter in terms of support. So that's a very strong message that IG just want Duke to play a a stable pressure holding style and try to penetrate the bot.
Well, that Cannon Barrage could be harassing the bottom quite a bit, but now it's time to hear for the crowd and their thoughts on IG versus T.O.P. And as expected, the IG chants filling the stadium. As we make our way onto the Rift for this game 2, we saw T.O.P. playing towards their win condition, those big fights in game 1, and they were able to find one and get a Baron off the back of it. Not enough to win the game, but perhaps they can find that strategy once again in this game 2, because if they're able to stack up behind the Kled, charge in on a target, find a single pick, it's the same dog pile strategy. That could be a lot of damage for IG.
Yeah, they do have a very good all-in composition coming out from T.O.P. and I really like this draft against Invictus Gaming. If you can stay stable in the early game and have a better team fighting composition for the late game, I always think you have a decent shot against Invictus.
It also has to be mentioned, the way that T.O.P. found their fight in game 1 was by running down IG. Well, this time they've got a Kled. It's going to be much easier to get that chase onto IG if they do overextend and make a mistake.
Yep.
As we do have double red starts.
And these red starts really do mean very different things from the 2 teams here. Invictus Gaming freeing their bot lane from the leash and trying to get the push early on. They do want to emphasize onto this bot lane. And if you look for the top side, T.O.P. are trying to punish the Gangplank, who, like I said, is going for the Grass of the Undying just to stay alive.
Yeah, Jackie Love doing some work with that early trade as Rookie steps up onto Korn with a quick level 2 and completely monopolizes the minion wave.
Yep.
Oh, missed the Blade Surge reset. That's a long cooldown.
Really does hurt early, and we do have to remember Rookie did go for the leash as well, so that didn't affect him much at all.
Oh, you should hope it didn't infect him, as now it's 7 CS to 10 just off of that regular first minion wave. Let's take a look at the pathing of XX, though, as he's heading up towards that top lane with red buff. Duke smells something as a miss. He's looking for a ward, but that's a stun. Tagging onto him. He's got flash, but can't go anywhere. And T.O.P. get first blood on Moyu.
Wow, that was such an unexpected gank.
Double knock up, and the Jojo is dead. You mentioned that armor stack limit, but holy cow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, you have to play very careful against any marksman if you're swaying early on. You want the enemy to push into you. And we've seen Jackie Love be such a good player at punishing the Swain. Typically, he has the Draven as his counter pick of choice against the Swain, and he plays super aggressive early game.
And another quick headbutt. Cat flashes away the Phantom Undertow, but a flash stun. Baolan even tanking the turret as XX is back top. No, Duke steps back up. He does still have that flash. Lands a barrel. Gets hit by 1, 2, 3. There's no fourth auto as Duke is going to try and heal up, and he's held onto his flash. I think the wave is pushing away from him, though.
Yeah, he's in deep trouble. I don't know how, but T.O.P. do assume that Ning is in the bottom side of the map, so they're willing to play incredibly aggressive in towards the top lane. Look at that stat. 50 versus 50. Like, the tables have changed for Invictus Gaming. This is the prediction from the fans about who will win game 2.
Who's going to win the game? Oh, no. A good 30% have flopped over, doing the old razzle-plasm to hop on the T.O.P. train.
Are we just substituting the flip-flop for the razzle-flop now?
Yeah, you're darn tootin' we are.
Okay.
As Rookie steps up onto the wave for Corn. I mean, he is on the playmaker Yasuo, so it is going to be quite fun to watch this matchup. Again, he's one of the most talented Yasuo players in the world in this match against Corn. But still, the fact that the fans have so quickly changed their allegiance despite T.O.P. losing game one perhaps speaks a little bit more to the fans' perception of IG rather than their actual performance.
Everyone loves an underdog. That's all I'm going to say about the situation. I think T.O.P. this split, you do want to cheer for them.
They are.
Well, like a team from the bottom of the barrel coming up. Now my whole team's here. It feels really good.
The feasible 5 fighting against the Avengers. As JackeyLove is just constantly harassing down here. Double longsword and still no armor for Chocho. Doesn't even have that catalyst yet, as he died so very early. Yeah. And struggling to keep pace. He's still keeping close to even in CS, though that is an assist for JackeyLove.
I do want to say for T.O.P, all they want to do is hold on to 6. When level 6 hits, their bot lane actually will start winning a little bit. There's more burst damage, more kill potential. And with Sejuani level 6, you just completely crush the Gragas in terms of what you do in a battle. So I think for T.O.P, for my part, I'm feeling okay about this situation.
Ooh, that's the never move you were talking about, but JackeyLove goes sideways, still gets hooked in, and the ignite, he goes down. Baolan and Ning are here, but so is XX.
And that was such a careless mistake. Baolan and Ning were not there to assist with him, and he just falls down like that. This is not the first time we've seen JackeyLove die like this.
Immediately teleporting back in, Rookie is there.
Hello?
He's got the Steel Tempest, that's one, and misses it. That's going to slow down his knock-up. Instead, they just push into the wave and deny as much CS as they can to this bottom lane. Another Phantom Undertow as the wave clears out. Never move will be dodged this time. But still, IG, they're investing a lot into this bottom lane, and here comes Corn. Late to react, but he's still sitting there behind that red buff.
Yeah, there wasn't much that IG could really do in that position. They were just trying to see if someone would maybe fall out of line, and of course they had to use the teleport from JackeyLove anyway. So just a kind of a fishing play. You don't really expect much to happen without the level 6 from Duke in the top lane.
Yeah, the old fly fishing. Just trying to see what you can find. Well, that time you found the tree behind you.
Hey, they found a win in game 1 just off that.
They did, they did. That's actually Cannon Barrage for Duke onto the minion wave. And he misses the barrel chain. And starts a recall. I think he's just trying to get back to base because he's still sitting on only that corrupting potion.
This is really well played from Moryu. So what he did right there is, okay, nothing happens, nothing happens.
Chocho with the flash, never move.
So what Moryu was doing right there, he was just making sure the minion wave would not instantly crash into his own tower, and he actually tanked the minion wave, so it would be pushing into him. He can still control the wave, and now Duke has to walk up past River to CS.
Yeah, he did see the Gangplank teleport after First Blood was picked up from the gank from XX, so he's got that on a timer and knows that it's coming up soon, but isn't ready yet. So just trying to control the wave against Duke's Gangplank.
Yeah, essentially that Cannon Barrage did nothing.
Yes.
So
cleared out three caster creeps.
Yeah, he was trying to, like, the wave just hit, so he was trying to push his side and reset the wave condition. But right now, look at how Duke is playing. Yeah. Like, he actually needs the jungle to go up there.
Ning is on that top half of the map, taking his red buff right now, but with this pressure from Rookie in the mid lane, it's creating a really difficult situation for Ning to choose from. Does he go to mid and try to dive onto Corn, or perhaps does he go top and reset the freeze now set up by Moryu? XX shows up, that's a stun onto Rookie.
Ooh, wind wall early.
He actually did get the Vanguard's edge. Corn gets absolutely outplayed.
We didn't even see the animation.
That's how good Rookie is.
Yeah, he probably anticipated that, to be honest.
Holy cow, what a guy.
I actually thought he used the wind wall early and Sejuani would try to follow up on that, but no, he used it perfectly on time. Rookie is actually a wizard. He shows up when he's supposed to.
And he's got cleansed. He shows precisely on time.
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, apparently it's Watch coming to the stadium.
Hello. Is he good at keeping time?
He's the most handsome LCK player ever.
Holy cow.
Yeah. I actually think he's better than Flame. A lot of people are actually going to hate me for that. Flame is known as
might get some flame, yeah.
Yeah, he's known as the princess here in China because of his good looks. But
so who is the most handsome LPL player?
I told JackeyLove he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just did an interview with him, and
And you had to say.
And it actually is Jackie Love. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Okay. Oh no, Cat. He's caught out by Ning. Hops over the wall and lands a stun, but Ning doesn't toss a cask. And the lanes will reset as the most handsome bottom laner. Just pushing in. Ning ready to step up. Still no vision out of Cat and Chocho. And XX is on the other side of the map, though Moyu does have teleport. Hex Flash and the knock-up. Exhaust is ready. He pops into demon form. Ooh, good stopwatch to get out of this. Culling onto the minion, but the teleport onto it means that it can't get through. And Chocho is trying to walk out of here. There's another exhaust. Visions of Empire and the cannon barrage. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink to get this kill. Even Rookie is coming down to join the party. This poor Cat. He's running as far as he can. Duke is getting dove in the top lane. A stun lands onto him. He snares. Plus the Glacial Storm. They've got the CC chain. They traded over one kill for another. And Cat is still hoofing it. He gives it the emote thumbs up. Giving IG the runaround as it's a 1-for-1 kill, though the bottom turret is taken by IG. Solo gold going to Jackie Love and IG turn onto that Infernal Dragon.
A much better trade for Invictus Gaming, no doubt about that. They get kills in the bottom lane, the tower and the Infernal Drake. T.O.P are so far behind in tempo. I actually questioned the decision to cancel the teleport right there because even if you get the kill and the tower into the top lane, it's still firmly into Invictus Gaming's hands at this point.
What if we have the Rift Herald added into the equation there, Clement?
Well, you don't
Does
have
that balance
the top
out quite
tower,
as much?
though. You've actually traded the top tower for this.
For the Rift Herald, I see.
Yeah, unless you actually get the mid lane tower with it, I don't really see it.
In terms of value?
Yeah. They're doing this because they know that the bot side will swap over to the top side.
Yes.
So even if you take down the tower, you will give over the Herald on the next play.
And that's what we see. The quick Hex Flash, meanwhile, as Chocho stalls it out as best he can with a good stopwatch. And look at this, teleport onto the minion. You can't call through a minion that doesn't die.
Yep, it's actually pretty good thinking on that part. But there's no one coming down. They saw the teleport canceled already, so Ning is pretty happy just going straight in. And Rookie has had the first move into the mid lane as well, so able to follow down here. There's nothing Cat can really do at this point. Actually don't remember if he survives.
He does escape. Yeah, he gets out of there.
Yeah.
As we did jump away. And, of course, the emote. Thumbs up, says Cat. As he escapes. Good to see that he's still keeping a positive mental attitude here against IG.
We've seen
so
many emotes from the players now.
I love it so much. Uh-oh, Balan. He's got Flash. It's not Hex Flash this time. Boom, boom! Woo. And Korn reacts and gets up. A Rookie still lands the last breath, plus the cask on top, but Korn's on the far side again. The wind wall denies that Vanguard's hedge. Cat from the side. Phantom Undertow doesn't get anyone, as you said. Quick snare on the side. XX is ready with Glacial Storm. IG, they've gone in. They get the stun onto XX as he goes forward. Korn looks for it, but Death from below finishes off one kill. They trade a mid laner for that jungler. Meanwhile, Rookie in the back. He's fighting across against Cat. The stun is not being ready. Rookie is doing so much flash from Cat, and he's able to escape. Meanwhile, fight on the front line as Duke has joined it along with Moyu. Chocho is ready in Demonic Ascension. He lands some damage on, and is able to find another. It's 6 kills to 3 Clement. 1 for 3 in favor, and the charge onto Duke. They're going even further in.
Flash.
Plus the cannon barrage, and T.O.P with a triple kill onto Moyu. Now they've found Rookie in the back. He's got the knock-up. Shelly has gotten the charge as the wave gets cleared out. But Rookie is just buying time here. No way you outplay this. No way you outplay this, Rookie. Oh my God, don't you dare. Lands the knock-up. He's found another one. Plus the reset. Rookie with the solo double kill against 2. Jackie Love teleported in and scared away the rest of T.O.P.
Oh, ARAM, here we come. This is the best part of the LPL, when teams just forget about macro, forget about where they should be, and just play the good old 5v5 into the mid lane. That was amazing to watch. I actually, so Ning starts this off very unfortunately. He actually gets stopped midway through his E by the Glacial Prison and falls down immediately. After this fight, I thought T.O.P would turn and go for the guaranteed kill onto Rookie into the bot lane, but somehow they do find a good catch onto Jackie Love in the top, which we didn't see the start of it, but Mori just found the joust onto Jackie Love and took him down. That should not have happened, by the way, but it does anyway, and they do get the 2 kills in the front.
And Moyu, no hesitation, running Duke down with the charge, even a cannon barrage.
Yeah, and this fight goes on so long that Jackie Love is actually able to rejoin, and this is why they could not focus down Rookie.
One,
does clean up
2,
one. Flash
3.
Steel Tempest. Oh, that was so good.
Oh my goodness. And then he's able to stack it up. Meanwhile, mid-tier 1 has been broken. You can see T.O.P is trying to defend against this turret as their duo has been swapped towards that top lane. It's still 7 kills to 5 coming out of the back of that replay, but IG on the prowl with the 4-man gank squad.
Oh, look at that Kled.
5-1-0. Moyu, his first professional Kled game. Remember, this dude is 2 out of 17 games has he won. That is a very low win-loss rate.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of expectations for him coming in and subbing out, not only for Marin, but for Lies as well. But, you know, he's proving to us this game that he does still have the carry potential. And if he finds a pick onto the back line, that's a 1-combo kill onto Jakilov.
That's a lot of damage. XX stealing away the Gromp, forcing Ning away as T.O.P are actually pushing in 2 lanes. Jakilov is split pushing somewhere for some reason, and you can see Duke has no idea where he's supposed to be right now.
That gameplay is useless. You know, I'm actually serious about this because as a gameplay, you do need the Triforce by level 13, by 13 minutes in the game. And the reason for that is that you actually have very slow wave clear unless you can full clear a backline with Triforce. And he's just so far behind. You can see the trade-off for IG right now. Jakilov with the Blade of the Ruined King is solo finishing off a turret. He does get it, but that side lane threat of Duke is absolutely no answer for Moyu's Kled right now. And what this means is that every roam that Moyu does, he actually gets 8 extra seconds compared to Duke, because Duke needs to do the double barrel clear against the minion wave. So he's like, oh wow, it's going to take so long for this game flank to actually do anything. Oh yeah. As whoop, quick bone skewer from Cat, just sending a message. Emote, give him the old thumbs up. Decides not to. You know, my favorite emote so far has been SMLZ. Yeah, he was playing yesterday. Using the Tom Kench one. Yeah, and also the thumbs up because Yagao got the redemption into the bot lane. And, he picked it up mid lane, walked to red buff, used it bottom to heal his bottom lane. And SMLZ was like, yep, totally balanced. Gave it the thumbs up. I was like, all right, I guess this is a thing. And then when they when they won game 2, whoa, where's Cat? Why is Cat here? Why are you there? Spotted. Phantom Undertow was just used. That's the body slam, and a cask is ready, and he's dead. So bonus points. Cat, much like Baolen, doing his best PYL impression. Yep. As he roams into the jungle, and he does find some vision. Look at all of those backline wards that Moyu could teleport to. Trouble is, he's in the front line right now. They can't give over this Infernal. Moyu's stepping up to Baolen. That's a knock-up. They've found Chocho. He flashes away. Doesn't even get the time for Demonic Ascension. Moyu gets knocked off of Skarl and should be finished off, as XX over the wall with a quick slam. Rookie looking for some chase, has no flash. And Dragon has been picked up in the back. Korn did find Jakilov. Again, he's split in a very scary place to be. The moment you get that Ionian Fervor, it's an easy kill. And he's still going to do the same thing. Sweeper. Oh, that's done. Just going all at once. Yeah, he's trying to look for an outplay. Don't side steps around it. That's the knockup. Here's Rookie as well. Going for the minion wave. Flashes. Is he actually going to get to the minion wave in time? Stun is ready, but dies. Absolute disaster for T.O.P. That kill from onto Cat just started a chain of events that probably will lose them the game. This is a really deep teleport. This is a really deep teleport. Moyu is behind them. Which way is he going to decide to charge behind that Dragon Pit? XX. He's going to find Rookie. He's skirmishing with Ning. Rookie is the target. That's a wind wall. He actually will tag on a Baolan. They managed to find the kill. Slow onto XX. Moyu flashes over it. A cast. Pins him away. And he cannot get the bear trap on a rope. So they do only find 1 kill onto Baolan, but that was a lot invested. Yeah, that's great for Invictus Gaming because this entire time, Duke has been finding himself in the top lane, in the wilderness of Runeterra. So just looking for that first Triforce. And like Bear Grylls. Yep, and he's going to have the chance to do it. Trouble is, much like Bear Grylls, he also had a camera crew who watched his descent into madness. Just passing over that kill. Oh man, it was a risky jump. It wasn't actually a risky jump. It was flat ground. Have you seen that? No. There's a clip of Bear Grylls being like, the terrain here is really tough. I have to be careful. And it turns out it was actually just the camera angle. It wasn't like a 5-foot gap. Hey, you have to make things dramatic. It was actually television is really cinema. Important. Yeah. Look at that 4,000 gold behind on Gangplank. Holy cow. 3,700.
Meanwhile, Ning is actually up about 500. You can see Rookie is comfortable 2,000 gold ahead. Jackie Love, another 2,500 gold ahead. So again, it's the carries for IG that are doing work for the team, as we expected. The Lane Kingdom team playing lanes. And when you don't have a lane-oriented top laner, that's where we start to see the team struggle with Duke on this gangplank.
Yeah, I really question if Invictus Gaming strategy was worth it to show the top lane early and just to get the Alistar.
Yeah,
that was a really weird move to me, and you can see Duke paying heavy price for that. He's going into bad matchup, gets camped multiple times, and without Kleptomancy, you fall very far behind, and it's really hard for you to get back onto your feet.
I mean, at this point, it really is going to be some sort of magic if he's able to steal the gold that he needs to catch up with Moyu. Some true Kleptomancy.
Well, it doesn't really... Like, Invictus Gaming is still firmly in the lead, however. Like, with their two Infernal Drakes and the picks that they've been able to get, if it comes down to a big team fight, T.O.P is going to have a very hard time. Moryu's going to have to play this perfectly. He's going to have to come into the flank and most likely take down Jackie Love before he can do real damage.
Are you telling me that T.O.P are hoping that Jackie Love mispositions in a team fight or
that
spontaneously in a sideline? I've never seen that happen. Ooh, good knockup from Rookie as Korn feeling a little bit frisky. Meanwhile, fighting the mid lane, Jackie Love has killed Chocho. Moyu's actually got to go front to back. That means Jackie Love is free to fire. XX with the ignite. Jackie Love flashes in and does go down. Look at the burst damage that Moyu does. With that 80 carry dead, it's all up to Rookie to do the damage that he needs, but still they finish off that kill onto Cat. It's 3 kills for 1, but they did lose their 80 carry.
And we've actually gotten to sit down and talk with Jackie Love. He does play this aggressive because he knows he has multiple carries on his team. He's not like an SMLZ situation where he might be the only carry, so he's willing to make those big plays in those big moments.
All right, Baron started off by Invictus Gaming. Moyu standing there, salutes as Korn walks up. He's got the Vanguard's edge. That's a knockup onto Moyu. He gets the Vanguards onto 2, looking for Baolan.
Only on Alistar,
able to get 1. That's 1 kill. T.O.P. They managed to finish off another kill onto Duke. Plus they get the remounts. Rookie, he's going low. Goes golden. Stun, misses Ning, but Chocho has joined the fight. Never move, and they get even more as Rookie goes down. I cannot believe it. IG again bite off too much more than they can chew. And that's right, Clement. We need to take a seat because as Moyu gives the thumbs up, T.O.P. are on top of the Baron.
The biggest turn of events ever.
Another thumbs up from T.O.P. Jackie Love is stepping up. He's got no flash. He's got no culling. He's going to have to walk in the old-fashioned way, but this Baron is going real low.
Yeah, and T.O.P. just outplayed a 2v4 scenario.
Decides to let it go. T.O.P. again. Take a team fight against Invictus Gaming. This is a middle-of-the-pack team. They are currently 4th in the standings, and they are beating what was supposed to be the MSI representative for the LPL. This was supposed to be one of the best teams in the LPL.
Okay, let's just start from the catch first. This is a straight 4v4 play in terms of this area of the map, but a great catch from Ning. Managed to kill Chocho right off the bat. And Jackie Love is just willing to go in and finish the entire ordeal. This is actually a good play for him, and they do get a 2v4 advantage going into the Baron pit.
They chase it forward, send 3 members towards the pit. 4 actually, you're correct. Yeah, Duke is in there too. But all he has at this point is the Triforce. And Moyu steps up along with Korn.
It doesn't even start well for Korn because he doesn't get the E onto anyone and only tags onto the Alistar. But Moyu manages to remount in the middle of the fight. The kill give him an extra 20 rage. And then Rookie trying to finish him off, unable to do so before he gets on Scarl.
Yeah, as Chocho respawns just in time, racing as fast as his swaying legs can carry him. And now T.O.P. have the Baron for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They're getting themselves a Mountain Dragon on top of that Baron for even more siege. And would you look at that gold lead? T.O.P. are 3,000 gold ahead against Invictus Gaming.
Oh boy, I think we're going to a game 3, boys and girls. We just heard the crowd. They said 50% in T.O.P.'s favor.
Oh no, not like this.
I mean, I don't even blame Invictus Gaming. That wasn't a bad play, to be honest. It was a 4v2 scenario, and you do have the gangplank track, so you should land a couple of barrels onto the enemy team. But it was just so well played on Moryu's side. He was so fed, and look at him split pushing right now.
Look at the difference between Moyu and Duke. Triforce against a 3-item Kled. 3 full items. He has now Flame Horizon, the world champion. 7-2-3. as he's pushed down that tier 2 in that bottom lane. Now, there is a minion wave building in the top lane as Rookie. You never can tell if he's thinking about the outplay.
Can we just never see blind pick Gameplanks anymore? It's actually not a good idea. Like, after the nerfs, Gameplank has a lot of bad matchups, and if he doesn't get his Triforce early, he has so much trouble with the wave.
Finally finishing it off, the mid-tier 2 also broken. 4 turrets to 3, and now pings onto the top tier 1 to open up the map even further for T.O.P. and enable their composition to look for some more picks and try to bait IG into more fights, because it seems like that's what this game is shaking out into. 24 minutes, 27 kills.
Yeah, I do think that T.O.P. can take the 2 outer turrets in the top side, and this is indeed what they're setting themselves up for in terms of just the raw teamfight strength at this point. There's no one that can deal with Kled. Who's gonna kill him? Like, you don't even have a frontliner that can tank him.
I would say JackeyLove, but I saw what 2 auto attacks from Matt Moyu can do against
JackeyLove is not a frontliner. Yeah. He's a marksman.
I guess that Mundo ban might be coming back to hurt them. As IG, now they're defending their top tier 1. T.O.P. still have Baron for 15 seconds. Corn is the only one up there, though Cat is starting to prep along with Chocho and XX. They get the wave up. They need to give it Baron buff, though, for at least a few more seconds.
What T.O.P. should do, take your 2 towers into the top lane. If IG present themselves for a fight, you take it. You're very, very powerful at this point. And after that, you try to go for another Infernal Drake. Equalize the situation.
Ooh, Bone Skewer and Nevermove finds Duke. Visions of Empire chunks him a little bit lower, but now we've got that 5v5 all stacked up to defend this tier 2. Invictus Gaming stepping a little bit forward to try and clear this vision out, as Bone Skewer will actually land onto it with the flash knockup, and they're all locked together. It's an AoE wombo combo mess as everyone tosses out their abilities. Corn is on the side trying to clean up. Knock up over 2 as Rookie is trying to get in. Corn chasing, but Moyu's in the back. Rookie is dead. Ning is dead, and now JackeyLove and Duke are trying to kite it out as they've also lost Baolan, their support. Duke cleanses one, but they're diving. They stun him under the turret and lead them right onto JackeyLove. T.O.P. with a clean 4 ace. 5-man ace, losing only 1.
And Rookie played that so well. I actually thought Invictus Gaming had the early outplay, but T.O.P., again, they're at their power spike. Nobody can deal with Moyu, and honestly, in terms of the gold lead and just the champions, that really wasn't a fight Invictus Gaming should have taken. Like, they did have good outplays, but this might...
It could be game, Clement.
No,
they turned to the inhibitor, the minion wave. Moyu.
I don't think so.
Ooh, they're calling for it, but the comms clear up and they decide to back away. Baolan is back up. Rookie is spawning in just a few seconds along with Ning and then JackeyLove after. So they will be able to defend their base, but Invictus Gaming, they're not exactly a team that's well known for their comebacks from playing from behind.
Yeah, the start of the fight looked really good. The Baolan gets a double knockup. Rookie is able to go in on top of a cannon barrage, but Corn's AoE, Glacial, and the Glacial Prison as well. I actually felt like Rookie played this incredibly well. He got 2 people to go after the wall with him, and the good thing here is that Chocho did not die in that situation. If Chocho fell down here, I actually think that JackeyLove and Duke could have defended their high ground. But unfortunately for IG, they weren't able to chase down that crucial kill. And T.O.P. outplayed the later half of the fight. Yeah,
able to finish off the tier 2 and take that inhibitor just through that dog pile composition. It's quick, it's easy, it's fast, it's fun. And it's now, IG, they find themselves trying to defend with a Gangplank who is 125 CS behind his lane opponent. JackeyLove is a level down to Chocho, and Rookie, he's the only one who's even with Corn right now. And while we did see the gold close to even just a few minutes ago, now that that inhibitor is pushing in the top lane, it's easy for T.O.P. to set up a siege and start looking for some pressure onto this bottom inhibitor as well.
You know, if I was Duke, I would actually try and pick up a support item right now because my teammates are not giving me any farm anyway. Just look at the difference here. Yeah, he's not getting any part of the wave. He doesn't do any damage.
Blade's Reach just going to stun onto Rookie as the wave crashes in. And you've got to know that the Shy is standing backstage. Duke has got that pressure not just of playing and performing for his team, but knowing that his lane teammate that he has to compete with for a starting slot. Baolan steps up, trades a few hits for some health. Luckily, he's nice and tanky on this Alistar as the wave is cleared out. Cat with the Bone Skewer, hunting for JackeyLove, but doesn't find him. But the super minions are pushing in while Moyu is split pushing. It's a 4-1, but he's nice and mobile on the Kled.
Yep, it's very hard to take him down. I don't think JackeyLove has enough damage. He is going for the armor penetration just to deal with the GA and the Randuins coming out from him. But
Duke he's really struggling.
He's a
super minions. He's only got the Triforce right now. Doesn't even have the Sterix finished right now. Yeah. Oh man, will get distracted by the minions. Maybe. Is he going to persist? They're actually charging onto Ning. They found him out of position. Cat's on the side. Ning goes low. He gets bursted down by the 5-man wombo of T.O.P. They land it slow onto Baolan. Tanky though he is he tanky enough? JackeyLove looks for the outplay to step back up. That's the wind wall. As Demonic Ascension is popped. Chocho does not have flash. Doesn't quite get a never move either, so IG are able to back away, though they lose their jungler as Baron spawns. T.O.P. find a pick.
Yep, but IG are still in very good condition to go on for this fight. At the very least, they should try to trade away the Infernal Drake, and that's exactly what they're doing. If they get that triple Infernal, that does make up for a lot of the gold deficit they have. 24% is nothing to scoff at.
No attempted steal from IG, as they do just trade over that Baron for the Infernal. And like you said, that is a lot of damage. Maybe that will be what helps Duke start trading back 0, 5, and 7. As rookie, he's also sitting on the Phantom Dancer Sterix, so he's also going to get some massive damage amplification once that procs.
Yeah, I actually think T.O.P. over-chased after getting the kill on Ning. What they should have done was backed off immediately, take the Infernal Drake, and then set up for Baron. That would have been the more...
The quote-unquote perfect play.
Yeah, the perfect play right there.
Remember, this is a team that is 3 and I believe...
They're not doing great. They're not doing great.
They've got as many wins in 5 weeks as they did through their entire summer split. So I think it's commendable enough that they are beating Invictus Gaming in Game 2.
7,000 gold lead on just one player.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot. That is a lot of gold. 2.5 items, give or take.
Piracy is probably not a good career choice for Duke.
Yeah. Maybe he should...
He's an honest man.
Just stick to the old tanking, the Nars, the Barbarians. What career does Nar have? Actually, that's a question for another time.
I think he's Australian. He does have a boomerang.
Okay, that's a career choice. When I grow up, I want to be Australian. As a snare pulls Baolan in, and he's forced to clear out this wave here. Whoa, look for Ning over the wall. Forced to flash away from the Phantom Undertow, as there's no immediate follow-up from XX with that Glacial Storm. Culling chips him away on the Sejuani, but Baron is now on 2 lanes for T.O.P. Duke, with Teleport and Cannon Barrage, is split pushing. His inhibitor is back up, so some breathing room finally afforded to IG. They just need to hold out for another minute 45.
It's a very tense situation. T.O.P. really don't have the best of sieging abilities. In fact, they only have one ranged champion in Cho, so in my eyes, probably the better play here would be go for the open inhibitor rather than face a potential AoE barrage in this choke point.
That's what we see, almost as if they're tuned into our headsets. Chocho with the old teleportation. Now, pushing top. They know that they've got themselves quite the advantage in that top lane. As Moyu still staying in mid to pull the attention. You can see IG actually collapsing as JackeyLove is trying to respond and clear out that wave, but that means the inhibitor is undefended. Baolan with the 2-man knockup. Here comes the charge. Moyu from behind. He's found JackeyLove. That's not the target. Then finally, IG will be able to defend it, but they've killed Rookie. JackeyLove flashes, dashes, does everything he can, but it's not enough. Goes down. A double kill as T.O.P. have killed the carries. They've killed the tanks. They're going to kill the jungler as they turn to kill the Nexus. As T.O.P. ace Invictus Gaming and bring us to a Game 3.
How did the fans know it? They were calling a 50-50 between T.O.P. and Invictus Gaming, a team that we said had one of the worst talents in the LPL against the superstar team of Invictus Gaming, and it doesn't even matter. T.O.P. win because of the team fights, because of the 2v4 outplay in the Baron pit. And you don't see Duke smiling after this game. There's a very high chance that we see the Shy in Game 3 after this one.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to have to keep an eye on the rosters as we get ready for this one and see how it changes out. But IG, they fall into the trap that T.O.P. had set for them, constantly biting off too much more that they can chew and just passing over so much gold. And even take a look at the damage. Duke did an additional 3,500 more damage than Moyu, but it's who the damage was dealt to. Moyu was getting onto Rookie. He was getting onto JackeyLove, the primary carries for IG, and just shutting them down.
Yeah, it was finding the backline very often, and he was so fed in that game. Started the game with 5 kills already. And Invictus Gaming, I felt like they had a solid game plan. They wanted to focus on the bottom side. They had the better jungle mid synergy, but they couldn't snowball enough early game. I think that was the main problem for them. They actually traded a lot of the objectives onto the map after that. And just the Baron play. That was the biggest turning point of the game, where the 2v4 outplay of players that we haven't seen in so long, Korn and Moyu, the subs, the guys they take off the bench, win it for the team.
And that's all it takes. You just have to get that one fight to close it out against IG. That said, it's time for our analyst to break down that game 2 win.
Thanks, guys. And unlike the first match, IG didn't get the double counter pick. There was a Kled into Gangplank on the top side of the map, and IG also did not have as decisive of an early game that we saw from game 1.
Yeah, and Invictus Gaming can't team fight, so surprise, surprise, this is the other thing that we keep leveraging at them, and they keep failing at it.
Unfortunately, not enough this time around. T.O.P.
I don't know what to say. That was, I mean, the Caster said it themselves. It came to the big Baron play. I mean, we could start this one in Champion Select, but I don't feel like this is really a draft issue. It only became a draft issue once Duke had fallen so far behind, but this is the big 2v4 outplay.
Yeah, because 2 picks were already made by Invictus Gaming before this. T.O.P. didn't care.
And frankly, at this point, the gold lead is speaking for itself. The fact that this Kled is so fed at this point. Yes, it's masterfully played. They do a great job layering their abilities, picking their targets. Like, the execution is fine. But a large part of this game was for the fact that every time you checked up on the gold lead, it was like, okay, 4,000 lead, 5,000 lead. It's now ballooned to a 10,000. Oh, God. And then at that point, Invictus Gaming, with their composition, there was nothing that they could do. Because if you look at it, it has a Yasuo centerpiece. You then have a Gragas and an Alistar. And really what you're looking to do is to engage. And if you are never in the position where you can be forward, you can set the tempo, you are looking for the engagements, then you don't have a lot of win conditions outside of outplay potential.
I mean, there were a couple of times where team fights were drawn back, were quite even for Invictus Gaming. I should see they're able to pull it back against T.O.P. a couple of times, but even in the early fights, we saw a fight taking place around Dragon where T.O.P. were able to win. Ultimately, it could have been a game-winning fight, but Rookie was able to make one of those big outplays, picking up 2 kills in the back half of it. And that seems to be, again, what Invictus Gaming are relying on every single time they fall behind.
Yeah, and again, it's because of this nature, the fact that they've never been put in a situation where they need to be tested from behind. Invictus Gaming don't have a lot of experience here. I do want to give a lot of credit to T.O.P. I think the composition that they drafted was excellent. I love the fact that, you know, the Gangplank, like you were talking about, during the game, came in technically blind. They leveraged 2 bans at the top lane, Kennen and Gnar, trying to get it a good matchup. Moyu does have the Kled, pulls it out, and then just absolutely dominates. So credit to XX and Moyu to target out Duke, but ultimately, what is poor little Duke supposed to do? He was dove multiple times. They kind of split the map. You know, top side went entirely over to T.O.P. All of the gold gets funneled into the Kled. Bot side goes entirely over to Invictus Gaming. It was really just about the Lucian picking up some of these kills, and if it's Lucian versus Kled, Kled's going to win that every single time.
I mean, for the entirety of the 2018 season, it seems like the Gangplank's job is to be in the top lane and hope that people don't dive him more than twice, because if not, he becomes as irrelevant as what we saw from Invictus Gaming in that match. Just been told of moving into the next game. No substitutions coming out from either side. Sticking to the exact same squad. Clement was thinking, there's a potential that Shy comes in after that match, but I think you said it best. There's nothing much that Duke really could have done after the first death came about.
Yeah, and I don't even think the problem was necessarily the Gangplank. Yeah, it was expertly punished, but ultimately a lot of the reason why our teams will grab the Gangplank is because he can be safe in a lot of those matchups. Even the poor matchups. Clement was talking about, changing up the runes, moving away from the Klepto, going to the Grasp of the Undying, and just having to play it safer. So just, again, credit to T.O.P. to recognize that they did have the potential to punish. They executed on the window, and they found the snowball lead. But I don't think you look at it and be like, oh, Invictus Gaming lost here because they picked Gangplank. No, they could have survived the lane. It just, they weren't able to get the vision to offer the security for Duke and to allow him to use the tools on the GP kit to back up into safety.
Because it's very different from game 1. If Invictus Gaming lost game 1, we could have looked at that and be like, okay, Invictus Gaming lost game 1 because they couldn't team fight at all against T.O.P, but they were able to pick up the win there. In this match, T.O.P get a snowball, and it led with Moyu in the top lane. He picks up MVP on his club performance. For now, though, before we get into the third and final match of this series, let's go into a quick break.
想要在这里生存下去，必须倾尽所有。